Welcome back to the Crown Era. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to be going to recess, so I'm in my little workout gear, recess, aka the gym, or gym, aka recess, whatever how you want to do it. That's where I'm going to be going later today. But I was thinking and I was journeying about. I'm still on this greed thing, this desire, this strong desire, and I went through some research about the root word for greed. And I learned that the root word is also strong desire. It's also like great passion and eagerness, like, that eagerness to have, do, and be something. And I thought, at least that's the original Greek version of where the root word comes from. And, no offense to the English language. English language has its way with words, but how we it has its root words, but how American culture, I should say American culture, not the English culture, because I'm in America and I'm an American, born and raised, and so how I have been taught what greed is or being greedy has always been in this negative aspect. And I personally don't know why God gives me like these words and like has me relearn them in different ways and recalibrate myself in different ways. And it may just be for me, it may be for the collective, but I'm gonna share it because that's just what I do. So somewhere deep down in my subconscious, being greedy was not good. It was being um, taking too much. Like there's some limitations in the world. So that's where my past beliefs, I'm saying past because I'm living in faith, as I continue to embody that greed is just my sacred desire. There is a sacredness about greed, about expansion, about growing. That's sacred. God always grows, expands, and wants more experiences. We were designed to want more. We was designed to have desires. Because without the fire of desire, we wouldn't want to be here. So we always want these experiences. We always want provision from something, not just inward. We want inward provision of understanding, knowledge, inside growth, spirituality, philosophy, psychology, all of those disciplines. But then we also want provision outside of us, meaning having our needs met, going through experiences, having a maid, family, all of that, all the societal norms that we have been taught that is what is the word I want? What is our purpose or what is the proclivity of what we should have or what we need to have and what we don't need to have. And so for me, I have to unlearn this. In my crown era, I have to learn this. I have to unlearn this and relearn that certain things that was taught to me in the era that it was taught was for a reason. No blame, no shame, no none of that. Because when the outside world has so much experience in lack, then when someone says you're being greedy or you need to share or you need to save some for someone else, regardless if you even know who that someone else is. I'll give you an example. I'm growing up, even even the smallest things, be appreciate this because other children don't have this, or appreciate this because there's kids in Africa starving, and we saw those things on the television as the Gen Xer, and it's like be grateful and thankful. It was like commanded us to do that, but also not to want more than what we could experience or what we could have, regardless of our parents' income or our grandparents' income or just what society said that we can have for ourselves. People would say, don't be greedy. And for some reason, that phrase just irks me now. And I know that's because my intuition, that my own internal dialogue is shifting and changing, because my belief system now is everything is infinite. I can have anything and everything that I want and I desire. in the ramifications that I am, not that I just work for, but that I am moving into the desires of my heart with purpose, that I'm moving into desires of my heart with um with a sacred hunger, with a sacred greed. That's the only way that I can keep saying it, because that's what's dropped in my spirit. It's something about sacred greed that I am just, it's it's there, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, so I'm just going to keep sharing it. Um, so how do we know the difference between like sacred greed and what we would say? Well, everything has polarities, right? Everything is either on this side, what we call good, everything on this side, bad, or positive or negative or whatever. So greed always felt on the negative. So sacred greed for me is on the positive, and I'm going to be over there. I'm going to move with energy, because sacred greed means that you're rooted in something. That energy that came in is that burning desire came in. So that's where it rooted at. And then the frequency of sacred Greek is what gives it the the actual end result, the momentum that you need, the frequency of expression that is designed for it to be. So I'm seeing it as like it's two parts. I need the energy and the frequency. I need the momentum, need the energy because the energy itself is life, but then I also need the freedom to be able to tune into the frequency of what that is, because we all material things have a frequency. And so the material thing that is the burning desire that I have, which is the energy that I have for it, is it's probably becoming complicated, but that is the frequency that I want. So for instance, I have a burning desire. I'm just going to make it real simple. I'm going to even make it with food, right? So I have a burning desire for um, cereal, because that's what I've been having a burning desire for. I hadn't had cereal in years, and all of a sudden I got this burning desire for cereal. So I had this burning desire for cereal. I first had a desire for cereal, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy no cereal. I don't need no cereal. Then I had a burning desire for cereal. It was like it was turned up. It was like, go get some cereal. So I broke down and got some cereal. But the cereal was the frequency, but I didn't know what kind of cereal I wanted. First it was Lucky Charms, now it's Frosted Flake, not Frosted Flakes, and now it's Frosted Mini Wheats. So I think I'm almost over the desire for cereal, and which is great, because but whatever that is, maybe I needed more fiber. No. And my brain was like, fiber. You really need fibers, but I'm not going to tell you to get fiber. I'm going to tell you to go get cereal. So I got the cereal, and now I'm like over it. So I really don't want any cereal. So the burning desire is gone, because I met the frequency and the actual, what do you call it? The actual expression, the material thing that I wanted. Give you another example. So I saw this dress and I put it on, and I was like, oh, okay, this is cute. I like this. And then I put it back. I put it back because I had a lack mentality, but the desire was still there. It was there for hours and hours. It was there for more than 24 hours. And I went around and I asked everybody, how does this dress look on me? Does it look all right? So I needed validation. Why I needed validation? I didn't really need validation because I really wanted the dress. And it was only one left, and it was in my size. And so I said, if this morning, I said, if the dress is still there, I'm gonna go get it. And I still needed two more validations. My son had to validate to go get the dress. He was like, Mommy, just go get the dress. I'll give you the money for it. And my best friend said, go get the dress. And so I was like, well, if it's still there, it was meant to be. So again, the material, the frequency of me wanting that particular dress manifested, because I even looked to see if I could find another dress. And I couldn't find another dress that had a burning desire. So that dress was meant for me. Because when you have a burning desire, it's meant for you. It doesn't go anywhere. You can't miss out on it per se. Um, and yeah, so that's meant for you. So greed is a strong burning desire. And I'm greedy for life. I've been confessing that for the last couple of days since God has drop that into my spirit. I am greedy for life. I am greedy for life experiences, how life is going to continue to evolve for me, express itself through me. And I just continue to be a receiver. And that is a, what did I call it? I forgot what I called it. God gave me a phrase of how to receive. It's in a couple of videos. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when once I learn something and it's in me and I memorize it, it's like my name. Sometimes I forget who I am. But I am a something receiver. If y'all remember, put it in the comments. It's something a receiver with, I don't know, it's going to bother me now. But anyway, so that's it. That's all. So, Spirit, if you can bring that back to me, definitely having the ability to have a sacred greed, which is your burning desire, which is your strong desire, and you know that is energy. To recap, that's just the energy of the desire, but the frequency that you are in is going to be the material that you want, the actual thing that's out in the world. It's so funny because now I'm hearing Madonna in my head. Material, it's material world because we're all material, right? If we're matter, we're material. So this is a material world. All our desires are just the first burning desire that God gives us, and we want the material thing, which whatever that is for us. Today, last week it was cereal. Today it was a dress. Who knows what it'd be tomorrow? I'm just going to go to the gym. I'm going to get my gym on and live my best life ever because sacred greed is possible. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you're greedy and you're taking up too much. We as women are being leveling up to the place where what is small in relevance to life, in relevance to infant infinity. The sky is the limit. There is no glass ceiling. I want to say that when people say there's a glass ceiling, it's because they're the one who put it there. All windows used to have no glass. So there's no glass ceiling, there's no glass windows, there's no glass anything. You have the ability to expand beyond all of that. And it's whatever your burning desire chooses you to do, whatever avenue that is for you. Because when you're in your burning desire, when you're in your sacred greed to move forward, nothing can stop you. Yeah, that's it. That's all I think. I think that's it, you guys. So I'm on my way back. I'm on my way to the gym. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I love you guys so much. This is Coach Hunt. If you don't know who I am a self-love coach, holistic self-love coach who help women to have their best life ever, whatever that means for you. One of the best things I love to do is I love to reframe, write, do poetry, and just give all my materialistic stuff to you guys, meaning all my insights through my intuition. And so we can just move forward and have the best life ever. All right. I have your greatest interest at heart. Bye.